Workers' compensation insurance protects your employees for injuries during the course and scope of employment, and it protects your business from related losses. Trusted guidance is provided by FloridaWC.com, your partners for workers' comp.
Thanks for joining us. Today we're going to discuss, as an employer, what you can do when you have a worker that has that gets an injury but has a pre-existing injury that affected that injury and its workers' comp payouts. I'm joined by Michael Rabinowitz. He's with Banker, Lopez and Gassler. He's a workers' compensation defense attorney. And Michael, if you would tell us a little bit about these pre-existing conditions and what employers can do to protect themselves.
Well, specifically, if an employee has a pre-existing condition and they don't tell you about it, and tell you about it, and injure that same exact body part, that can be considered as misrepresentation. Now, an employee has to intentionally misrepresent a prior injury and injure that same part. So they suffer a new injury at work, but they are barred from receiving any benefits if they knew that misrepresentation is false. They have to know it first, and that you as the employer would not have hired them if you had known about this injury. Now, how do you find out about this injury? You can find about it in a Post-American with Disabilities Act medical questionnaire. A lot of employers do. You can't do it beforehand because you can't discriminate against an employee, but afterwards, you can ask them if you were ever injured prior in any accident, or workers' compensation, or a motor vehicle accident, or a slip and fall, and what body parts were. If they don't tell you the truth on it, and they lie about it, and that can be used against them in workers' compensation proceedings. But it's also important. You have the intentional misrepresentation. You have the questionnaire, and it has to be a casual connection between the old injury and the new injury. If the old injury is a neck injury and the new injury is a wrist injury, you're not going to have that causal connection. It really doesn't matter if they lie. But it's important that in that medical questionnaire that you have two things. One, have specific questions. Any type of general questions like any injuries or any overall accidents might not be enough if an employee doesn't answer truthfully to that question. Also, finally, you have to say what questions are answered and how they're answered. A non-specific answer or a non-answer to your question in a post-hire questionnaire won't go against the employee. So if you ask the question, if you have ever suffered an injury before, and they don't answer, and you just somehow forget it, or don't follow up with that question and put it away in their file, you can't go back and use that and say, you never told me about this accident or this prior injury. And in that sense, it's important that you follow through on your post-hire procedures and you document them.
Thank you. If you have any other questions, please visit us online at FloridaWC.com. You'll find more videos of Michael, and our contact information will be there. Thanks for your time.